Good morning, everybody. This is me waking up stealth camping. This is the end of the dark screen, I promise you. But tonight I decided to overnight in Belmont Shore, and I'll show you the ropes around here. That is a house under construction, and there we are. And notice, yes, everybody has a little condensation on their window. So this is a compilation of what my mornings like in the morning. How I wake up as a stealth camper, what I do next, but we're coming up to, someone said, well, it's odd you have your sunscreen up. As I walk along, you'll see a lot of people have their sun shields up in the morning. They do it at nighttime because the sun can be brutal here. So literally, I am 4 or 5 blocks away from the beach. I am in a neighborhood. It's a mixture. You know, there's probably a lot of Airbnb here. All right, that one has its windows covering up. It's a mixture of apartment buildings, people's homes, Airbnb, so I feel really safe. See, that's probably an apartment building right there. There's a huge amount of parking space right there. All right, that one has its window curtain up too. So, yeah, we're not sticking out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to say. The neighborhood that I'm parking at, the houses go for well over $1 million, and they're small, little itty-bitty houses, but they're nice little beach cottages. Look at this place. This is just marvelous. Always pay attention to the signs. That is no street parking on Thursday night. But look at all this space you have. So I have no problem parking here. It's easy breezy. Since I'm up so early, I'm going to take you down to 2nd Street. Now, 2nd Street is where all the action happens at nighttime during the day. This is the place for people that want to be seen. It really is a cool place. All right, there we go. No parking Thursday night. You really have to watch those signs, because even if the street sweeper is broke, the cops will still come through and give you a ticket. I am not kidding. I know a lot of people live in rural little towns. They don't have street sweepers or anything, but let me tell you, it's not the street sweeper that goes first, it's the cop car that goes first. Look at these cute little adorable homes. All right, we're almost up to the main street. There's Dave's Hot Chicken. Woohoo! All right, and as a stealth camper, I pull in. I'm pointing out that 2nd Street's right there. I pull in about 9 o'clock at night. I never have a problem parking my big van here. There are literally about 100 streets real close to the beach that you can camp at. So you're saying, why would I ever want to camp here? Because this is a beautiful, quaint little town. Now, my first stop, there's the Starbucks. A Color Me Mine studio. Now, I do want to point out on the main street and a little bit inward, they have those parking meters, and if you have handicap plates, it's free. But so I just park a block away.
That is a huge pet store, but so
and
much fun
technically,
shopping.
because I have handicap plates, I don't have to pay. But anyhow, they have all sorts of little cute dog shops, wonderful little restaurants here. I believe 2 thrift shops on the main street here. Little coffee shops. This really is a wonderful place to get out and go for a walk. The next shop, the Cinnaholic, is for Andrea and all those people out there that have a sweet tooth. Cute little breakfast shop. That's just it. This is really a wonderful part of town, and it's part of Long Beach. I love these parking meters, and I'll point it out as we go along. That's not a real shadow. And there's a bike rack. Now then, since we're talking about overnighting in this part of town, I have never had a problem here, and I've camped here probably 50 times. The problem is, like, you will notice that there are no homeless encampments here, but they do allow the homeless to sleep on the street overnight. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, it technically is maybe a little unsafer to walk around than at 10 o'clock at night. And here's another parking meter shadow. There's the fire station, and they also have a post office. So, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. You're looking for people that are being obnoxious or strung out on drugs, and I think there's one right there. So there are normal people walking this early in the morning. I think this one's beating up something. I'm not sure. But there are people with shopping carts. So, yeah, 6 in the morning, not the greatest. But during the day, it's odd to see anybody that is homeless on the main street. And not that homeless is bad. Some of them just start singing or punching things, so you want to just be aware of your surroundings. Now, the library here is a great place to cool down or use the restrooms, and you're right here by one of the little canals, and there's another public restroom right across the street from the library. Of course, now we're walking down a different street, but right here during the day on the left-hand side of the screen, so many people sit at that lake. They really do, or bay. It's a great place for sunbathing. Now, the library also has, if you want to get a cheap book or magazine, they sell them for $0.25. Usually during the day, they have their books out. Isn't that beautiful? You can sit there, read a book all day. All right, now we're heading back to town the other way. We're on the other side of the street. This parking meter is cute. So its shadow is little fish swimming away. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's a guy with a lot of bags in his hands. No, he wasn't out there shopping. That's all his earthly possessions. My heart goes out to these people, but yeah, some of them can be dangerous. So let's talk about eating here. There are all sorts of cheap places to eat. I'm just pointing out more parking down the street once you get past the meters. Last night I went to El Pollo Loco, had a pollo bowl for $5. That was pretty good. I missed the opportunity of going to Earl of Sandwich. That place has wonderful sandwiches. There's a Subway in town, and if you want to eat at really expensive places, believe it or not, Belmont Shore has plenty of those too. Like I said, there's plenty of cute little stores. One of my favorite restaurants is called the Dog House. They actually have water bowls. You can bring your dog dining there outdoors. And I can't believe I forgot it was
and that's
Wednesday.
bring your own
What am I
steak and milk.
thinking?
Okay.
75-cent wings, and I missed it. This person is not a Kmart shopper and did not get the blue light special. Hint, hint. So one of my viewers sent me a Starbucks gift card. So guess what I'm getting this morning? A nice hot cup of Starbucks. Thank you. I feel so privileged. Oh, $16.95 for a cup. No thanks. I'll do my shopping at the Dollar Tree. But people would really pay $17 for a cup. And it's empty. Can you believe that? So this is a really nice Starbucks. I got the Americana. Then I saw that someone else got an ice water. So it's like, I'll have one. Thank you. I love reading the Grunion Gazette. So let's have one. Sure. Open it up. It's free. Grab a newspaper and enjoy reading it. So stealth camping out here. What was it like getting in the van last night? Well, I parked about 9:15 and went for a walk, got back to the van at 9:30 and took Lucy for a nice little dog walk. Okay, so when we were done the dog walk, what I had problems with is people are out walking their dogs. Well, I don't want to hop in my van and, close down the curtains or anything and jump in. But not only are people out walking their dogs, but there's also people sitting in the car and talking. So you just got to wait for the right moment to jump in your vehicle. So I hope you're able to understand there is so much parking and so many stealth camping capabilities. That building across the street, that's an apartment complex. That building right there, it's an apartment complex. And see, nobody knows their neighbors, who's supposed to be there. Is it an Airbnb? So stealth camping is not hard. I was going to park not there last night. He's in a red zone, but right there. And I was afraid that I'd get rear-ended. So cute little cozy cottages. Isn't that wonderful? Another sign. Now then, there are also wonderful places to stealth camp out in Long Beach too. Long Beach has so much to offer, from the Aquarium of the Pacific. I mean, I hope I get down there today and get some video for you. This is really a happening place. Apartment complex right there. And the little side streets that I camp on, never had a problem. No homeless. I don't know why they're all up on 2nd, the main street, but they are. So maybe the police patrol this, and if they do, they've never bothered me. Isn't that a beautiful $1 million little house right there? Oh my God, look at that huge spider. And I thought that was a pretty house. I love this house right here. Okay, so I could have stealth camped there, but what does the sign say? Oh, of course, welcome, y'all. Sure, if I sat there at your little picnic table, I'm sure you'd throw me right out. All right, and the Starbucks has bathrooms, but I didn't think they were so clean this morning. Any questions on stealth camping? Please leave it in the comments below.